sit with head bowed to land. Through my fingers fall the silky sand. Eyes pause lifeless without a moment's blink. Put in mind it halts time to patiently think. What seed did I sow in my life's cause and reap? Leaving heart's hour passing so deep. To be loved, cherished, and protected from all harms. Drawed closely, buried deep within his arms. On bending knee, gently placing tender kisses. These are the images a woman sincerely misses. But in her devotion, what was to gain? Just to be inflicted from years of pain? Vowing never again in giving her heart away. Allowing him entrance, then going astray. While laying back, yielding nature her needs to tend. Whispering winds exhale her towards sunset end.
Hello, and welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. We have a sweet for you today, a special guest. It's for the here. Also, we will be having the announcements for the winners of the poetry contest. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna bring in the rest of my cast members. How y'all doing?
All right.
Thank y'all for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know the judges had a hard time. It's been very mind-boggling for y'all, but y'all got it done. I'm very proud and very pleased. So after the commercials, we will be announcing the winners for the Poets of the Year of 2022. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and bring in our beautiful guests so we can get the show started. Born in Alpena, Michigan, majored cybersecurity at Texas State. Spoken word performer. She's also a poet, published author, a part of Fort Worth, Texas, NAWCP, founder and owner of the entertainment business. I'll introduce to y'all now Miss NyceWitIt. Hello, gorgeous. How we doing?
Good.
I know it's been a long road for us. We actually met together on TikTok.
Yes.
And it was interesting how we met because I actually seen one of your videos, and it just it caught my eye. But what caught my eye is one lady, pulled the video off and tried to make it something it wasn't. So I was like, no, you're not going to do this. We are artists, and we work hard, and sometimes our melody comes from a different place than anyone else. So I was like, I gotta have her on the show. When I got to looking through everything, I was like, this girl is deep. I love it. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about some things because, as I know, you're more than a poet. You're also, a published author. You're also a performer.
Yes.
And you're also doing a lot of other things. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So I started writing probably in middle school. I started writing for Chicken Soup for the Soul, which is like a teenage poetry book. I did some theater and some dance, salsa performances and such. Right now, I'm writing a second children's book called King. and it's going to highlight different six-figure careers that are not talked about. And after each career is explained, it'll say, "I'm still a king," so that he knows no matter what career he chooses, that at the end of the day, he'll still be a king. Uh,
Yeah.
it's motivating the Black man.
Now, the book that you have out now, could you tell us a little bit about that one there?
Yes, I have it. It's Travel with Me from A to Z. This is the book. And this book just teaches children about different countries. Each country is a different letter, starts with a different letter of the alphabet. And
Okay.
it's random facts about each country. And I actually have my daughter as the illustrator
Oh,
That's
okay.
for
cool.
the images. So when I'm dead and gone, she'll still get the royalties of it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. So on that book
Okay,
there,
Philip, don't wash dishes. Just leave them alone. Just put them in a sink and go.
Teresa.
okay. Now on this book here, could you tell us what drove you to work to do this book here, and also who are you trying to aim and try to get out of them to get out of this book here?
So this book is from kindergarten to third grade. What motivated me to do the book is because I wrote poetry for so many years with the adult crowd, and I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do something different, and also leave a legacy for my children. Something that that they can look back on. Targeting, I would say schools. I target the schools. Also, what motivated me is just joining the NAACP. I'm over the youth programs. We do the debutante balls, for the teenagers, and we started like from 10 years old all the way up to 19. So I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and once I did that, I was like, "Oh, I need to write another one. This is good."
So it's doing pretty good. Yeah,
Yes.
I see some pictures with some of the people with the book. So I
Mhm.
mean, it looks very interesting. So I
Yeah.
mean, congratulations on that. And you going? When is King going to be released?
King hopefully will be released this summer. So
Okay.
I just took a break from writing. I wanted to focus on the album. Now that the second poetry album has been released, I can put more focus on the children's books.
Oh, great, great.
Listen.
Okay. Now, coming from the children's book, when was it that you started writing? Because I know coming, as a child, we never know as parents, what our children possess until they get older. So, I mean, how old were you when anyone realized you had this sort of talent?
Seventh grade. I was in seventh grade, and it started off as just being humorous poetry.
Okay.
I was just doing something to make the friends laugh. It wasn't anything serious. But then after I wrote the book, one day my uncle picked up the book, and I was like, "What are you doing with that?" He said, "This is good. You need to publish this. This is actually really good." And so he kind of motivated me to get serious about it, because at first it was just kind of a class clown type thing. Oh, we'll do this in our spare time, make you laugh. And the poetry was just like a story, really. It was a story, and it was called "You Got Bit by Someone's Granddaddy" or something silly like that. You got bit by a granddaddy, and it was talking about a lady who was dating an older guy, but it was just all jokes, talking about his dentures and talking about what do you see, and from there I was like, okay, I should get serious about this, and I started writing more serious material after that.
Okay. So do you see? 'Cause I know with me, I mean, I was told that my mother was, she used to write poetry, but she never went any further with it. So, are you known for that? Coming up, you hear your schoolmates say, "Oh, I remember you had a pad and a pen."
Yes. I've been the poet for a long time.
Yo, wow,
Yes.
wow. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take our first break and we're going to come back with Miss NyceWitIt.
I had no business making you my business, but I did it anyway, 'cause I love him. Something about that alluring smile couldn't keep me away, 'cause I want him. I knew that it would never work, but I convinced myself to live a lie, 'cause I loved him. I tried to stay away from you, but my body would not comply, 'cause I lust him. Not sure if it was your protection, muscles, or the height, 'cause I love him. The midday forehead kisses, embraces to my delight, 'cause I loved him. The way my head fits so perfectly in the center of your chest, 'cause I loved him. How you adored my naturalness and my hair you would caress, 'cause I loved him. Oh, how we kept each other motivated. With you, I was never frustrated. So how did it get so complicated? When I loved him, when you first said I love you, I questioned if it was true, or if you were just enchanted by the lust residue, 'cause I lust him. You were more established than most older men these days. That's why my ex was so jealous of you. He knew you pleased me.
I don't know this.
It's crazy how we cannot talk for months, but when we link, it's like we never missed a beat. Mutually agreeing on conflicting timing, so we remained incomplete. Wondering why I let this continue, knowing it had to end. I had no business making you my business, but I will always love you, my friends.
Oh shit. Bye.
Come on now, y'all.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes,
And,
it was.
Before we actually have you tell us a little bit about that, we're going to go ahead and announce our first poet of the year. The winner for
I gotta put this down. Hold on. I'm over here eating on the salad.
Okay, the first one we're going to do is the most courageous poet of the year. So this one here is for impactful and educational awareness and transformational poetry, successfully capturing strength, courage, wisdom, knowledge, and emotional force from true existence within a poetic style. So, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to reveal this first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. What we waiting on?
Okay, y'all get ready, get ready, get ready. This is our courageous poet of the year.
Greetings to you all. My name is Jimakato Chitabo. I am 16 years old of age, and today I will be reciting a poem titled Cruel Nation. Now, this poem goes against gender-based violence, and I hope my message reaches the right people. Hey, you pervert! You coward! Do you think you earn integrity and respect through violence? Abusing women is not part of our tradition. It is not our culture. It will not and will never be. Sekwanele, golekane, zodingana, genoeg. It's enough. Women are tired of being punching bags. For how long? For how long will you punch? For how long will you kick? For how long will you kill? What has gotten into us? What has gotten into this nation? The nation which should contain peace, love, harmony, and joy, but now whips and sheds blood every single day. Oh, shame on you. You have brought nothing but a dark cloud upon your own country. How do you sleep at night knowing that you've just thrashed someone else's daughter to death? How do you walk with your head held up high like that, lurking through the corners like a lion searching for your next victims? You should be the shield, the protection. Women and children should look up to you for safety and security. Nowadays, when women meet men on the streets, they run for their lives. What a precarious, cruel nation. This is all just a psychological warfare. Do you think we enjoy living like this? Living in pain, in fear, worldwide, every woman asking themselves, am I the next murder case? Am I the next rape case? Am I the next victim? Am I next? I thank you.
Congratulations.
Good.
Is our 16-year-old from South Africa. She is the Courageous Poet of the Year. Thank you so much.
Wow. She's
Now,
She's real good.
really good. I'm going to go to our judges, which were Mr. King D and also Tanise. What drew you to this one right here for the Courageous Poet of the Year? I'm going to ask King D first.
I just felt like she was courageous because, in South Africa, in the Africa period, they're going through a lot of things where women are not treated equal as men. I mean, we know that firsthand from when our visit from Jamaica. They were like, well, it's Jamaica, it's not Africa, but they were like, we don't talk to women, we only talk to men. So I can just imagine what they're going through in Africa as women. And she was very courageous because she spoke out about it. So that's why she should earn that spot.
Sorry. I look like a shadow. Well, we picked her because, she is so young, and I have to agree with about being courageous. But not only that, but she's so young. She's got it to actually together. She's really good at what she's doing. And if she sees me today, keep going. Don't stop. She's going to be a force to reckon with when she gets older. Her poetry is just going to get stronger. It's going to get stronger, and she's just really good. And if she's just a beginner at 16, she's really good. I can't wait to see her work when she turns 21 and 22.
Yes. And, I know when y'all finally made your decision, we went over it 2 or 3 times because I wanted to make sure that y'all captured what needed to be captured as a courageous poet. And that, I agree. I'm very pleased with my judges. They did a fabulous job. We also had a little insight from Melissa Sharp. We thank you so much for also helping out with these as well.
Sorry about that.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm just going to call her Baby D. Congratulations. I will contact you after the show so that we can get this over to you in South Africa. Much love. Now, tell us a little bit about this piece because I really loved it. And what made you do this here and put this piece together when it came down to this track here?
Which piece?
The CD you just heard.
Oh, so I dated a younger guy. against my intuition. You know, you knew it wasn't going to work, but it was fun while it lasted. I was impressed of his maturity. Like the poem said, you know, he was more mature than the older guys my age, the guys that were older than me, and he had his stuff together, and he had his businesses, and he had his, you know, had his foundation together. But it didn't last. You know, I had to leave. I'm actually the one who broke it off because I had to relocate. But we still actually talk to this day. He's a really good friend.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Now, I'm gonna go over to my co-host so he can ask you some questions as well.
Okay.
Oh, well, my question is, because Spicy asked most of the ones I want to ask you. Yeah. Who else in your family besides you that write poetry? It always starts somewhere with a father, a mother, uncle, or a cousin. So who else in your family besides you write poetry?
My baby sister writes poetry. My daughter writes poetry. My oldest, she's 20. My aunt writes poetry, and my grandmother wrote a little bit as well.
Wow, you know what? That's a blessing. Y'all should all get together to do one big book with y'all poetry in it.
Collaboration, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
I think
good.
that'd be great. Yes.
Yes. Now, also, we're gonna go over to our assistant co-host and have her also ask you some questions.
I'm sorry. I got a text message from a parent. I apologize. Could you go ahead and ask that question one more again?
Okay. No, do you have a question for her?
Oh, well, when I was listening to the whole family of poets. But besides that, what was your inspiration in even wanting to do poetry in the first place? What gave you that drive?
Oh, Nikki Giovanni.
Really?
Nikki Giovanni. I wrote her when I was in 8th grade. And surprisingly, she wrote me back in 3 days. And I was just in such a state of shock that a celebrity wrote me back. And she gave me such good motivation, and she gave me resources, and she really poured into my soul. And, you know, she said, if this is what you wake up and you think about, then this is what you need to do. This is what your calling is. If all you can think about is writing, then you're meant to be a writer. If you go to sleep and you're thinking about writing, and you wake up and you're thinking about writing, that's your calling, to be a writer. And so she was my major motivation. Of course, I love Maya Angelou, but Nikki Giovanni really was the one who poured into me on a more personal level and motivated me to continue to write.
Great.
Awesome.
Who's Spicy? Put me on blast.
You know I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna revert to the book. So where can we find your book? I don't know if you answered that already, but where can we find your book? Is it on Amazon, eBay?
Yes. The book is available on Amazon as well as Kindle. And at the end of the month, it'll be available at Barnes & Noble as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Barnes & Noble.
Also follow the author page for future releases.
Unmute yourself.
We can't hear you.
Hello. That's good. Glad to be spending this evening with you.
You as well.
Thank you. What I wanted to ask you, do you remember your first piece that you submitted? I think you said it was Chicken Soup. Do you remember your first piece that you submitted?
Ooh, Chicken Soup for the Soul, 7th grade. I do not remember the name of that piece. I'm sure my mother has it somewhere in a frame. But I don't remember the name of the piece. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to find out.
Was that like an award? Was it like a contest, or you just submitted?
No, it was a collaboration. Yes, it was a contest. The whole school, the whole class submitted their poems, and then they picked about 5 to go into the book. So it was
That's
a
fine.
collaboration book of, it wasn't a multiple, my poem just made the book. Man, I wish I could remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to do some research on
Now
that.
I got you thinking.
Yeah.
Now, also, in the midst of your writing and everything, you are a mother of two.
Three.
Three. Okay.
I'm mother of
Yes, three. You're
Yes,
three.
I have a 20-year-old.
Oh, you look good to have a 20-year-old.
Yes, thank you.
Now, with your performing, because you also do performing with spoken word
Yes.
and the writing and doing your CDs and everything, how do you balance that off and being taking time for
Very poorly. Very poorly. Help from my support system, really. When I do shows, my family help out with the kids. A lot of times my shows are not in Texas. I have to fly out. And just, I also still do a 9 to 5. I'm an IT project manager. So I work, my job is very understanding. They're flexible. I work from home. So I'm able to maneuver when I have to go out of town for a show or audition. I have a couple movie offers for Lifetime. So I'm going to have to go out to Florida for that. And I'm going to have to, it gets stressful sometimes because you're kind of a celebrity, but not yet. So you can't really hire that staff you want to hire for the assistants because you don't have that staff income yet. So you have to really depend on your support system.
Okay.
And I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, that is a blessing, and it's really good to have a support system, especially when you become an artist. You want to fulfill your dream, but then you have these other obligations. You like, are they really going to
Right. And until that is at the level of your 9 to 5, you can't really quit just yet.
No. That's nothing. You be like, okay, I got to work on this day. Should I call in or should not? I mean, do you see your gift in any of those children that you have? Your daughter or your son?
My oldest, yes, she's a good writer. My middle daughter is gonna definitely probably be an athlete like her dad. She's not really poetic. She's not really into the writing. She's more into the sports, as my son as well. So my oldest, my 20-year-old, would be the only one that really is kind of into the literature.
Hey. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get into another level of your life. But before we do that, we're going to go to another break, and then we're going to announce our second winner.
All right.
I laid right beside you, and you didn't hear me crying. I laid right beside you, and you didn't save me from dying. Your infidelity's got my soul steady replying. We'll never have a family, and I might as well stop trying. Your infidelity's got me sharing with the sexes. I can't predict the future, but I know I didn't predict this. You don't feel you on the down low because you distribute and not receive. You a dude to fuck dudes that's gay, and I'm not understanding why that's so hard to believe, and I'm not understanding why you want to keep me around, and I'm not understanding why you think that this is love that you found. Now wait, you might as well stay for a minute. I won't be too long. Turn off the TV. Unplug the phone. Silence that ringer on your cell phone too. 'Cause tonight, you gon' feel my views. Now notice the calmness that I have in my voice. 'Cause I understand in life there are decisions. And we all make our choice. Now you can go on and keep the keys. I done already changed the locks. And you can jump stupid if you want to. But I'm not gon' call the cops, and I'm not gon' call my pops. I'm just gon' pop the trunk. See, you mistaken my caring features of features of a punk. You got the audacity to fuck a nigga while you in my house? You got the audacity to raw dog like I'm not your spouse? All this shit is mine, from the food you eat to the bed you sleep. I know the dude that cooked your carry out. Hood love is so sweet. And now you feeling real weak, thought you was real discreet, but revenge is karma's cousin that came by for a greet. So happy y'all can meet. And I plead guilty when they come to make the investigation complete.
Complete investigation, guilty, I plead. When they come, I said it. I had a visual in my mind and I just couldn't forget it. And I just couldn't forget it. I just couldn't forget it. Fuck that. You wasn't born like this. This is what you chose. All these years I thought you was being sneaky with some hoes, but you was rocking rainbows, straight giving out head. Told me you be loyal, love me, and respect me. That's what you said. But how the fuck you gonna love me when you don't love yourself? And how the fuck you gonna respect me when you not respecting my health? Straight thinking about self, you and your man friend, your best friend, our best man, and you could look me in my eyes time and time again. You was in my wedding, dog. Now you the wedding, dog. And I hate myself in my visual cause I couldn't see through the fog. But now my 2020 is back and body parts y'all gonna lack. And I'ma make me a snack while y'all sit and bleed on this love seat. And I plead guilty when they come to make the investigation complete. Complete investigation, guilty, I plead when they come. I said it. I had a visual in my mind and I just couldn't forget it. And I just couldn't shake it. And I just couldn't make it. Seem as though we had a marriage. Fuck the 8 carats, fuck the carriage, fuck the money, fuck the fame. That nigga can have your last name cause this shit is past insane. I only got myself to blame. I should have paid more attention to all your feminine features. I should have been more supportive of them gay bashing teachers. I wish I would have watched 1 or 2 more talk shows instead of being focused on your hoes while you was fucking John Doe's, while you was playing basketball. Or you was out bowling. All the times you had to call me back because, baby, right now I'm rolling. But really, you was rolling over, getting hit from the back. And now I'm sitting in this clinic seeing if you done gave me something I can't give back. Down low, brother. Man, this shit is so whack. And these have been the longest 5 days I ever had in my life. And now the test results are back and I gotta give thanks twice to the higher power for he has saved my life. Only for you to kill me again cause now I got life and really? No, actionality. Spiritually. I'm dead just like you. Alright, motherfucker. Visiting hours are through.
Okay. Oh, look, I told Teresa because I wasn't serious response. I said, "Wait, what are we talking about here?"
That was tough.
That's why you gotta pay attention.
Mad all over again.
No, I knew what it was, but when she was saying certain things, I was like, I think she's saying what I think she's saying. But then at the end, I kind of got it.
Yeah, like her CDs and everything at times. And I think I had a slow moment the other day when me and Denise was talking because I was like, wait a minute. She had that little twist at the end.
Yeah, that's what like her, that one had a twist in the middle. I was like, is she think wait a minute, what she's saying?
And but at the end of the shows, everybody always comes to the stage and say, "But were you really dating him? Was this your husband? Was this really your husband?"
I was like,
yes. So I mean, wow. I mean, I love it.
Was motivated by that book On the Down Low by J.L. King.
Okay.
I don't know if you read that, but he was also on Oprah Winfrey, and he talked about how he had a wife and he had children and he had a whole boyfriend on the side throughout the whole marriage.
Wow.
And then
that reminds me of that scene in The Colored Girl.
Yes. So what we're going to do now is go to our next winner. And this category is it's a shame I'm forgetting the categories. The most melodic poet of the year. Now on this one here, on this category, we actually have 2 winners. And they could not decide between the 2. And it was so difficult because when they came down, because Denise actually was showing me her tallies and the names beside it and, the pluses and everything. And I'm very proud of y'all. But we actually had, like I told him, I said, you know what? Let's just make it 2 people. Now, why not? Yeah, when I looked at both, what they was talking about and why, it's like, it's a hard decision. It's a very hard decision. So we're going to announce the first one. They are the most melodic poet of the year for the most melodic flow within creativity of a realistic facade, successfully capturing originality and creativity towards the expressive poetic flow within an emotional melody of words from a realistic facade. So,
got the drums.
this is our most melodic poet of the year for 2022.
I haven't been, because I haven't been invited yet. But I know the place, someplace special. A place unlike any other, filled to the brim of people from different time periods, different backgrounds, and all walks of life. Just on the other side of an invisible fabric that separates us from them, a realm beyond imaginative possibility where everything is possible. Just beyond, in the great beyond, lives an alternate eternal universe of bliss, a utopia where pain, exhaustion, and suffrage doesn't exist. A place where in their non-existence, they're still able to coexist, where the most beautiful souls have shed their earthly vessels in exchange for eternal life, where they wait for their loved ones to arrive to be able to reunite, where the universe's secrets are revealed to those so deserving of her story. I know a place unlike any other, a place of different people from all backgrounds and all walks of life. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere lives a passionate place of love, wisdom, and eternal youth. A place that's unlike any other that consists of different people from all backgrounds and all walks of life. In their disappearance, that day as they enter the grave, in this new place their spirit is awakened, and in that way are they here to stay forever. I know a place unlike any other, a place of different people from all backgrounds and all walks of life.
You don't want to.
Okay, now I have to mute Denise. She's cutting up tonight. So now we're going to bring in our second one, and then we're going to have our judges tell us what was it about the two that drew them to make them the most better poet of the year. So our second one is
my hurting became a habit. It was tragic that I wanted to cut instead of praying away demons of hurt in my head. I wanted the pain to stop, wishing I could turn back the clock of tragedies that kept happening, sad melodies that stayed on replay. But my way to get through it all was turning to self-affliction. I wanted to turn my life into fiction, but it wasn't. It was me looking at a movie, except I was the star playing every character, looking for my happily ever after, but it never came. My life was a chess game that chose to use me in scenes of abuse, no tales of excuse. I was out there dying. My soul was crying. I thought that my smile could cover the hurt, but there I was, buried in the dirt of secrets. Secrets that haunted my dreams in my sleep as I prayed to the Lord my soul to keep. And in my soul was a story so bold that it was tragic when my hurting became a habit.
Yes.
yeah.
I love that one.
I love it.
Is she still in the room? Okay, we'll go to Dominique, and you tell us what was it first. The first one was Peyton, and then the second one was Nikita. Tell us what was it about these two here, telling us about each one that drew you to them.
Okay, I'm unmuted. I would say Peyton. She did good. She did real good, but I mean, and she also Spicy, get me off the screen.
Okay, let's go to Denise.
You sad cookie. Well, they both were really good. One like the first one. What was the second one? I'm sorry. Addiction. It was good. It was powerful. It told a story. But the The other one, I apologize, I can't remember her name right now.
Peyton.
Peyton. She, on the other hand, brought you to heaven. She described it to you. She was soft with it. You could feel that you one day you'll be there. She gave you that gave you the visual. And that's why I chose her to be the melodic poet as well as Miss one that did addiction.
Nikita.
I don't have my notes in front of me, so
Yes. They both was beautiful. I know
yes.
somebody inboxed me, asked me what are they receiving. As the one from South Africa, they will be getting a T-shirt. Well, except for the one we saved for last, which is the Powerful Poet of the Year. They will get a T-shirt. They also will be getting either the Unspoken Heart 2 or the Unspoken Heart 1, included with the Unspoken Heart CD, along with some other goodies. So yes, they also got the certificates as well.
Beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
And what I liked about them too was, and I mean, we both, all of us sit down with it, went over it like 2 or 3 times. And I know I came
more
to
than that.
When y'all told me your decision and how you was stuck between the two. I did ask you, I said, well, what did they bring? What are you feeling in these, as they speak? Will you please be quiet? What are you bringing out in the piece that you're feeling from them? And when they told me, especially about Peyton, how she was able to put you in that place to give you that emotion to the atmosphere that she was actually speaking of, as well as Nikita, she brought that impact of that visual and also, letting you see and feel exactly what was going on in their portrait. And I agreed with them. I'm really proud of them. Even though Dominique has kind of got a cat's on his tongue right now.
Yeah.
You want me to finish, Spicy? I can finish.
Yeah, because I want them to know what you was actually going through your mind.
Okay, with Peyton. It was great. It was good. Like Teresa said, it did set you in the mind frame of heaven. We were in heaven for a little bit. But Nikita, I mean, I just felt like that she brought everything. She brought the entire package. Not saying that the baby girl didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Not saying the baby girl didn't do it, but Nikita brought the package. She brought the storm and the rain with her. You know what I'm saying? It was like more so not only a poem, it was a testimony. Her testimony.
Yeah.
So that's why, that's what
we need some caffeine, some coffee.
Yeah, because I know look, we stuck between these two. We don't know what to do. We like this
hard.
That one, this one bringing this one. And I was like, okay, let's just make both of them the Melodic Poet of the Year. So congratulations to La Femme Nikita and Peyton Batiste.
Yeah. So you got them fingers crossed?
Yes.
Last
right.
Because Nikita, she hit me in the soul, especially when she said her pain became a habit. I felt that.
Yeah.
Yes.
She know how to bring it. She do.
She brought it every time.
Yeah.
Woo, snap.
Yeah. So on that piece there, that the CD that we just heard, what was going through your mind and what placed you in that position to write that one there? Because I mean, I love it. I mean, it touches.
Yeah, so it wasn't firsthand, definitely, but reading that book with J.L. King, I just couldn't believe how you could live such a double life and just get away with it for so long. And it was never, she never caught on until the end, until it was too late. And she had, they had the whole family, well, him, his wife, and then his other significant other had all contracted HIV. And just listening to the story, I said, I'm gonna write a poem about this, because if a man is on the down low, you really could possibly not even know if he was as good as J.L. King was in covering things up and camouflaging and good excuses and good alibis. Anybody could very well be in that position as well. I said, I'm gonna write about this, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
So it could be intriguing.
For just a second, I need for y'all to show respect.
And that, did you ever see For Colored Girls Only?
Yes,
Janet Jackson.
it's my favorite. I love every
Yes.
poem in there. But
she
yeah,
went through the
you
same
can
thing.
save all your sorries. You can take this HIV with you too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she played that role. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every poem in there was outstanding.
Now, also, along with, you performing and writing, do you have to be in a certain atmosphere in order to be in the right mode to write these pieces?
No. I have no, it just comes to me like an epiphany, or I may dream about something and next morning I say I need to write about this. Or like that one poem that went viral, You Gonna Be Mad. I wrote that in 2 hours. It just, my emotions are I live off the emotion that I feel at that moment. And if my intuition say, hey, you need to write this, I write. And I know if I'm not struggling for the next line, that it was meant for me to sit there and just write it. If I'm writing and I can't think of something to go with this next verse, it wasn't meant for me to write that at that time. And I need to sit back and just meditate until it comes to me and it flows fluently. But I can write when it's loud. I can write when it's quiet. I would say for the most part, I do like to write when I'm in my own thoughts, when I'm in my own head. And after I've meditated, then I can write clearly.
Right.
But I mean, it's been times where it just comes to me in the middle of a party, a gathering, or anything. And I'll put a note, grab my phone and start putting notes into my phone and say, hey, when I get home, I'm write about this. Here's the topic. Here's the title. Here's the body of it. And sometimes I'll just put bullet points and I'll just put it together later.
Yes. Now, along with that, you also have your own business as well.
I do. I have NyceWitIt Corporation, in which I have an apparel line where it's all poetic and positivity on T-shirts. I have apparel for men and children as well. And again, this was just like, I should put some of this stuff on the shirt, So I did. It was like an over the night thing. Like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put some positivity on some shirts and some affirmations that these kids can read and just pour into themselves.
Right.
These kids are mean these days. Man, sometimes you need some positivity to just reiterate.
Yes, especially the children.
Mm-hmm.
But we really don't realize sometimes what they're going through or what, they dealing with. And, speaking positivity, even by words on a shirt, I mean, it says a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're reading it and you're repeating it to yourself, you sing your spirit, and that's needed for everybody.
Yes. So I'm gonna go over to Keisha. Do you have any questions pertaining to the CD that we just heard, or even any of her clothing or anything?
Well, we already talked about the clip, the poem that what you just wrote, which I was waiting on you to say something about a Glock because it just fit in so perfectly. But you didn't. I was like, you're gonna say it. But you did. So you may need to think about putting that in there because that would be a good clause with your hand on that Glock. I'm not promoting violence, but I was just going with the flow, and that would have fit in. But,
yes.
Listening to that, you can't give nobody even insiders to be on the lookout because you don't even know what you're looking out for when your man on the down low. I say just pray. But I loved it.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, she did say, that some of the lies, like he was going to play basketball or he was shooting dice, and sometimes that lies and really what's going on.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go over to our co-host and then over to King D. Was he?
No, I want to ask the clothes that you had.
Yes.
No, I was just doing that. But I love the clothes.
Oh, I can't hear him.
I love the clothes that you made.
Oh, thank
Can
you.
she hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can hear you now.
The clothes you have the men's too, right?
Yes, I do. Hmm.
Okay, you got the kind of stretch too.
Do I have stretch? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
the
Yes,
pants.
Yes. That's
Stretch.
because he's a
I'm gonna have to
martial
give her some.
artist.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
get
don't
some of
know
those.
if it's stretch. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess what he's saying is
I'll
like
get
with
you
the
by the
less.
side, you know. Yeah.
No, so what he's trying to say is because he's a martial artist, he needs stuff that will give.
Oh, it's stretchy. It's kind of it was a little choppy with the connection, but yeah, some of the stuff stretches.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, you are choppy, Dwight.
Yeah.
That's that light. You need to turn that light
I
on.
don't know why.
internet service is not that good.
I don't know. It might be this. Hey,
Yeah.
my service good.
So you have
We heard that.
Not right now.
for our children as well. So what kind of apparel do you offer for like the children?
I have the affirmations shirts, and I think I have one that says mom's favorite, black Black Lives Matter.
Mm.
You got
And
daddy's favorite? I mean, cause
do I have a favorite?
no, I
No.
said, do you have daddy's favorite?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Daddy's girl. Daddy's baby forever. Yes.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
Daddy's girl. How can you tell?
Now, can you tell us about this here? Because we all know that you're a performer. Can you tell us about these here?
So, yes, this was an interview at the radio station here local in Dallas, the Takeover Legends. Michael Sean is the radio personality, but he also is a comedian. And I had an interview with them twice, once when the children's book came out and then when the release of the poetry album. Very, very fun staff. I love interviewing with them every time. They're awesome. And you can catch that on YouTube. The past interview is on YouTube, and they also have a Media 360 app that you can download for internet radio streaming.
And this one here?
So this was a spoken word performance I had in Detroit in December 12/12. And it was a very, very good roster. A lot of great poets. I was able to befriend a lot of different poets. And it was at an art gallery, and they had beautiful Black art pieces.
Great. Okay. Do anyone else have any more questions for her?
We have some comments on the side.
Okay.
A few.
Okay, a few.
Okay. Yeah, quite a few.
Fraser, thank you for tuning in. She says she loved her voice. Amazing. Go, girl.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
Melissa Sharp. Hey, girl. And Jessica Coleman, thank you for tuning in. Lisa Gigi, she said that was super awesome. Yes, it was.
Thank you.
We got the Green Hearts with Peyton. Congratulations, Peyton. Lisa Gigi said congratulations to all. They were great. Thank you so much. Marianne Shaw, thank you for tuning in. She says these are some very, very what? Oh, bright and intelligent general. Congratulations. Yes, she says, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, so what we're going to do is that we're going to go to another break, and then we're going to finally announce the powerful poet of the year. And then we're going to hear a little something from Miss NyceWitIt live.
All right now.
So y'all stay tuned. She's going to bring it to us.
Shout out to the substitute. I hope this female makes you happy. I hope she fills the voids that I could never reach. I hope she educates you in areas that I could never teach. I hope she makes sure that your days are full of bliss. I hope she fulfills everything you say you miss. I hope she makes you acknowledge the blessing of creating new life. I hope she adores you on a level that is beyond a wife. I hope she's conscious and collectively you two elevate to higher ranks. She could never be me, but I hope she's close to who I am. I hope when you close your eyes periodically you think of me when you sleep and acknowledge the fact that my love is sincere and deep. I hope that when the energy flows that you can understand why the two of us could never go back to just being friends. It just wasn't in the plans, and it's been real and it's been nice for this forgiveness to be exchanged, but it came with a price, and through you I relive everything twice and painfully remember that we created a life. With you was the birth of all this pain, and you the only one that can heal it. What a shame, what a shame. Now's the time that I silently and gracefully accept this L. Send you peace, love, and blessings, and wish you well. But I'm gonna wish you well. Be blocked and be blessed. Yeah, I'ma wish you well. Don't come back though.
All right. So we're going to get right to it. And we're going to announce the powerful poet of the year of 2022 for the impactful and meaningful force in poetry, successfully capturing originality, strength, courage, and mental force within an expressively poetic style. Everyone, I introduce to you right now the powerful poet of the year of 2022. Everyone give it up for our main one.
Hi, the name of this poem is called Dreaded. He penetrated her soul and would not stop. 2:30, 3:30 at night. Same time was his routine. Every night she'd stare at that clock, dreading his coming. He wouldn't stop. Like clockwork, he gave her that lean, had the goods to make her fall into tears, which made her keep silent so she wouldn't be seen. Every night covered her mouth and said, "Shut up, you better not scream. No one will believe you and I'll kill you. Be quiet." And all she could do was dream. Dream of being free. He'd tie her hands really tight, then eat it 'cause she kept it clean and tight. Told her it was a special treat and that her apple was juicy and ripe. I hear her story every day, how she spoke of her apple, the forbidden fruit, and how he tore her walls down completely. Sometimes gently, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, hard, and sometimes, oh no, ooh, it hurts, please stop, let me go. Taking her ever-loving fruits, taping her mouth shut so she couldn't speak. He said she liked it that way, for he could hear her moan and weep. Yet ripping her body apart while she's dying on the inside, her soul saying, "Please stop, please stop." Telling her she's a beautiful work of art. And yet all the world around her says, "Oh, he's such a gentle soul." When in all reality, he was a beast, a monster, a man out of control who needed to be caught. This could not be the beast. This beast could not be contained because no one believed her when she called him by name. Beast, beast, a monster. No one believed her. I pray for the women feeling this way every day. Speak out, be heard. God is not the only one listening. Thank you.
And that was Angela Fraser, Miss Divine One. She will receive the Powerful Poet of the Year of 2022, the trophy, the certificate, a box of candy, and other things as well. She's also received the second book of the Unspoken Heart too. Everyone, congratulate her. Thank you so much.
Woo.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yes. That thing got some weight to it.
Mm-hmm. Made you feel it, didn't it?
Yes. So she will also get the box of chocolates as well with her certificate and the trophy and the Unspoken Heart 2 book. Now, I know choosing that was hard, and y'all juggled really, really hard. I think out of all of them, this was like the most hardest one for y'all.
It was.
I had seen with y'all. So we'll go to Tanise first, and we'll ask her, what was it about Divine One's piece that caught your heart for the Powerful Poet of the Year?
Her delivery. I can tell you that right now. Her delivery was amazing. She expressed it very well. She put you into place. It was a very tough choice. I had my other person that almost basically tied up with her, but she pulled it with that.
Like we said, the delivery was great, but she also put you in the room. You know, she put you in the space of what was actually happening and saying what it was without saying what it was, which was a very, very good way of, delivering the message. So I thought it was just awesome.
Thank you.
It was tough. I ain't gonna lie. Woo.
Yeah, I appreciate all three of y'all becoming, doing the judging and everything. And I really didn't know it was going to be that hard until y'all came to me and said, look, girl, this is not what we thought it was going to be. But
can I say the runner-up behind her?
I had to look over everybody like 100 times. Like
it was a runner-up behind her.
Wait a minute, Tanise, you jumped too quick.
Oh.
So
let me back it up.
For the Powerful Poet, like I said, it was a juggle between two, and it was hard. And like I said, it took them actually a whole week. I'm gonna say to say, okay, we're gonna go ahead and go with Divine One. But the runner one up that was next to them, I'm gonna let Tanise tell it.
Okay, give me a second. Because I wouldn't expect that. Spice, you didn't tell me. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't want to say her name wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. But it was the womb.
That was
my runner-up, was the womb.
That was NyceWitIt.
Yes, NyceWitIt. You killed me with that ending. Oh, you got me with that ending. Yes. I was like, good Jesus.
Yes.
When they called me and I called them, and they were just like going at blows, and it was
hard.
It was you and Divine One. I mean, it was hard.
If it was me, if I could, I'll give y'all both the same trophy.
Yes, but we will be having 4 different places. We will have next year, because this year was the first time. It was trying it out to see how people get involved, how it would be. And we learned a lot from this contest here. We learned a whole lot, to where next year we are going to have 2 trophies and we're going to have 2 placards. So it'll be a lot more interesting next year.
And some more judges, so we won't get killed like that.
Well, yes. Melissa was bought in at the end, like, okay, Melissa.
Yes, she was helpful.
You know, it was hard for them. But then, I mean, when I said, Miss Nice said that I was like clueless at the end of one of them, it was you. It was that piece. I was like, I called it back and I was like, wait a minute, Denise, the baby died. I was like, duh.
But I don't think I don't think the father knew what she had did.
Yeah. Well,
she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
Let's hear it from her. When you wrote that piece, it was very hard for them to decide, because it had all of us, you know, just like at the end, just like somebody just took our breath from us. Could you tell us about that piece there that you wrote?
Yeah, no, she had a miscarriage.
Yes.
She had a miscarriage because they were fighting and distress, and she had cut him off completely of communication.
Right.
And so when he finally decided that he was going to stop, you know, fighting with her or fighting her, he came back into the picture and wanted to have a relationship with his son. But he waited for so long that he didn't even know his son had died. And so at the end, she's like, okay, well, he's in the urn on the fireplace. Happy Father's
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, wait, what?
I knew he didn't know that the baby had died because he came back around after so long.
Yes. And I caught the whole poetry. I ain't gonna lie, that was amazing.
I need for you to come back next year. I need you to submit another one.
Please do.
Because when I say you had them going to where they was like spicy. But I mean, it was, I could tell with everyone, it was like, when I said Dominique was pulling at his hair, he was just like, it's not easy.
Yes. I have to say, you and Miss Divine One, y'all were both like, y'all powerful.
Yes.
Y'all powerful.
And I'm gonna say y'all need to come back. Make sure y'all come back next year. I look forward to y'all coming back. I mean, I loved it. It was fun. But then I was in my bed when I was talking to him. I was like, and then I had to call Dominique. I'm like, look, Dominique, okay, I'm gonna ask you. Every question at him to where he was like, okay, it narrows down to this. It's because it is. Okay, this here I felt, that there. I was throwing everything at them to make sure that we got what we needed out of these poems. All of them. And I'm not just saying this to be saying this. All of them were fire.
Yes.
Everyone did such a fabulous job to where I never was put in a position to where people had to say, look, you don't know how hard this is. This is not easy. And when I had the time to go over them, and I was like, wow, yeah, that isn't easy.
And it didn't go with one time. You went over multiple times.
Yes. And I'm going to be honest, Denise had the tally sheet and she was showing me the names, and by each name she had a category for this title, that, and it was like, I'm like, this girl really got it going on, you know?
I want to be fair. I want to be fair.
Yes, and I mean, I'm so proud of all of them. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and let Miss NyceWitIt, for our Valentine's special guest, spit a little something for us. So once she finishes, she's going to come back and she's going to tell us how y'all can follow and find her. So everyone, this is Miss NyceWitIt.
You gonna be mad when he get a real one. Cause I'm gonna be cooking his food, running his bath water, massaging his back, putting him to sleep and praying for his soul. Yeah. You gonna be mad when he get a real one. Cause I'm gonna be taking his mama shopping and taking his kids on trips, giving him space to kick it with the boys, maximizing his wealth and furthering his education. Yeah. You gonna be mad when he get a real one. Cause he ain't going nowhere unless I quit him. And the odds of that are looking slim. And you pretty and saw his potential, but you couldn't bring it out of him because you are not me. And I'm spoiling him because he deserves that. While you just trying to spend his bread like he don't notice that. Baby girl, I am everything that you lack. And you gonna be mad when he get a real one because he not coming back. Facts.
Yeah.
Woo! Get it, girl.
Yes.
That's good.
He gonna be mad. She gonna be real mad.
Yes, I love it. Now, tell us before you let everybody know how they can find and follow you. Tell us about that piece there and what inspired you to bring that? Because I'm telling you, the way you put it on TikTok, like, what, girl?
Yeah, so like I was telling you, this is one of the ones that I had just wrote like in 2 hours. I had went on a date and the guy was telling me about his ex-wife and all the things that he was doing for her and how she still cheated at the end of the day and kind of walked in on her in the act.
Wow.
And excuse me, I always talk on the woman's side and what we go through, but I very rarely have the shoe on the other foot. And I wanted to just point out, like, when that man finally realizes his worth and he finds someone who appreciates his worth, he's not coming back to reconcile with you. You know, but a lot of the comments that went right over their head and they thought it was a woman who they felt threatened, like it was a woman who was coming to take their man. No, this is a man who is now realizing his worth and realizing that he too deserves, you know, to have a good woman and that he's not coming back to reconcile with you. You're so used to him, you know, running over him and walking over him that you're like, oh, he'll come back and he'll do this and he'll do whatever I say. Well, no, he's not coming back this time because now he has a woman who's treating him how he should be treated.
Wow.
Man, sister.
Yes.
Loved it. Yes. I mean, I appreciate you coming on. I mean, I was so excited. I mean, when you responded in a DM, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, yes. I mean, I was like a little kid, like, oh, it's just coming. I actually think it was either Denise or Dwight that I was telling about you. And I was like, I'm going to try to get her on. I said, I hope she responds. When you respond, I say, we got her.
that probably was Dwight over there.
Yes, because me and him be in the inboxes back and forth, and both him and Denise, they send me certain clips from different situations that might be a good topic. And I mean, when I seen you, I mean, you delivered, and I mean, it was like when I seen you, it wasn't just your page; it was actually this young lady that was trying to criticize that piece right there, that had it totally misconstrued.
Yeah, it was like on at least 5 different major media blogs.
Yes.
So,
but you also had some positivity because I've seen some men, because even one of them, I think he commented, she looking more and more attracted to me as she keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, man, maybe 7,000 comments, but one of them that I just pulled out, a guy was like, well, if he was a real one, he wouldn't be taking baths because real men don't take baths. And I was like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Tell him to keep on
smoking. So we can put him on the blacklist. No, tell me who that
is.
Yes. So at this time now, we're going to give her the floor to tell us how you can find or follow her and if she has any upcoming events.
Yes, so the book you can find on Amazon and Kindle under NyceWitIt or Travel With Me from A to Z. The albums, self-entitled NyceWitIt, as well as the second album, Almost Rage Free, are on all streaming avenues, available for download on iTunes, my Instagram, and my Twitter. One NyceWitIt. And Facebook is NyceWitIt Smith. What else? TikTok is NyceWitIt. The only one that has the one in front of it would be the Twitter and Instagram. Everywhere else you can find me at NyceWitIt. No upcoming shows as of yet. Just working on my book, and we'll be working on some movies right now. So God willing, I'll be on Lifetime soon or in Power with 50 Cent.
Hopefully.
Blessings.
Oh, and my website. I forgot about that. NyceWitIt.com.
Yes.
I always post all my shows, all my events on the actual website. My YouTube channel, NyceWitIt. I post my latest videos. If you don't want to go through the pictures to get to the videos, you can go to my YouTube channel and go directly to my poetry videos. I am also on Amazon Music. I'm on Tidal. I'm on Spotify, all under NyceWitIt.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you
really
for having
appreciate it.
me. It's been fun. And
Yes,
congratulations to the poet.
yes.
Yes.
Man, some of
Congratulations
them
to
I felt
our
like I
winners.
needed to get a picture.
Yes, I'll be posting their pictures later so that everybody will see the winners of them. But they all was great. I love them. I thank all of y'all for entering and being a part of it and interacting. Once again, we have our courageous poet is the one from South Africa. I cannot pronounce her name. I call her Baby D. So she's the courageous poet of the year of 2022. Also, the melodic poet of the year of 2022 is Miss Peyton Batiste and Nikita McClure. Congratulations to them. And our powerful poet of the year of this award is no other than Divine One. Congratulations to all of you.
Yes. Now y'all got next year. Y'all got to make it tougher for us. I know it was hard for us, but make it tougher.
Yeah, 'cause y'all was tough. Y'all was tough. I'm telling you, because I was like, okay, okay. But, this was an enjoyment. So we will be doing this every year. About the same time, December 16th, it will open up. And then on February, the week before Valentine's, we will be going ahead and displaying the winners. We will have more awards. So we're working towards that. We've talked about it. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all who took a part in this here. So make sure that you tune in next week as we will be discussing another topic at hand. I'm trying to see if I have it right here. Yes, the entrapment within satin sheets. You want to know what it's about?
Woo.
Tune in. Tune in. It's going to be a tasteful discussion. So make sure that y'all share. Make sure y'all go on there and congratulate our winners. We really appreciate them. And we love y'all so much. So we'll see you next week at the same time. Make sure that y'all stay safe and know that we love you all. Y'all have a blessed week.